Hi folks, Kevin here. Well, it's Tuesday, May 8th, 2018, and today I thought I'd give you a little update on what's been going on with the honey hut. Unfortunately, I don't have good news. Last season we started off with one hive, and you saw I did the construction of the honey hut last year to try and get an enclosure around the hives. Timmy's joining me now, I guess. And so it was important because of the deep snow and the long, wet, cold winters that we have, it was important for me to do all I could to try and secure the hives themselves, similar to when I do a cutout, go into someone's home and extract the hive from the rafters or the floor joists or in the wall. So yes, Timmy, apologize for this. So I constructed the honey hut last year, and through doing some splits and collecting swarms, ended up with 8 hives going into the fall. And probably 3 of the hives I thought would survive the winter because of the size of the hive, the activity of the queen. You know, I thought that three hives would survive. And when I establish each one of these hives, what I've been doing is each year, if a hive didn't make it, then what I would do is take the top box that was usually loaded or at least 3/4 full of the frames with honey and pollen. And so I used those for each one of the hives. So they had plenty of food stores for them. However, unfortunately, this year, none of the hives actually survived. In February, we had a warm day. I can't remember what the temperature actually was, but I went out and checked on the hives, and we still had 3 hives. The number of bees were, you know, basically the size of a basketball, all clustered together. But as the winter progressed, and we really, last night it was down to 33 degrees here, so we lost some of our seedlings. But it's just been an ungodly, very cold spring, March and April. Now this week we've been really blessed. We've had some really good weather. And later on I'll do basically a forensic evaluation of the hives and see just what has happened. Has there been wax moths in there and all? All I've done so far is peer through the windows. There's plenty of food stores. I could still see plenty of honey. I believe there's probably still plenty of nectar. But the other thing that I found surprising, oh, I'm sorry, what's happening with the lighting here? One of the things that I found that's surprising is usually if some of my hives don't make it, there's lots of what most beekeepers would refer to as robbing. I'd call it foraging. Come on, Timmy, let Daddy concentrate. All right. So typically there'd be lots of foraging going on in the hive, and I don't see any of that. We have all of our pussy willows, our crocuses, many of the flowers that usually are just swarming with various pollinator species, flies, and certainly mason bees. There just aren't any around. So I'm really concerned about our fruit and berry production this year. I don't know how to get this light right with this camera. Sorry about that. But the hives all look in good condition, but there just aren't the bees. And there aren't any of the bees on the dandelions. There's one bee I could see on one of the dandelions right here. But typically, even when I've just had one hive survive, the place is just loaded with mason bees, honey bees, and various different pollinating insects. But I think that it's this winter really just took its toll. I haven't spoken with any other beekeepers to find out what experiences they've had, but it's it's heartbreaking for me, and I am concerned about what's going to happen as far as our produce and vegetable production, but we're really set. We've got enough food in our freezers and root cellars and canned goods and all to keep us a few years. But it really hurts thinking about the bees not surviving. At least one of the hives, one that was so robust looking even in February. So anyways, without being a big downer, I'm going to get back to doing some work around here. I've got some more pruning to do, and I'll post another video with the results so far of what I've been doing with the pruning of the first food forest. And I'll try to end it on an upbeat note. Things will get better, and we'll do all we can to take good care of the bees. If anyone else has had any experiences, please leave a comment below. I'd really like to hear about your experiences, especially if you're up here in central New York, upstate New York, a cold temperate climate that's experienced this unusually long cold spell. Well, thanks so much for watching, folks. Please like or share with people that you think this video might be of interest to. I really appreciate it. It helps us out on this channel, all the positive feedback we can get and helpful information. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.